What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over Google Ads keyword research, and I'm going to go through the process of how to find the best keywords for your business. Now, keywords are really important because when people go to Google and they search a specific keyword, it's going to trigger advertisements. What you need to do is make sure you're targeting the right keywords for your business, so when somebody's searching for one of your targeted keywords, your advertisement comes up here and they click through to your landing page, and hopefully you can drive a conversion. So let's come back over here and let's say we want to build a new search campaign, and we're getting started through the process of targeting keywords and creating our advertisements. So we're starting with our very first ad group, and the first thing you need to do is understand, where are you sending traffic to? What landing pages are you sending traffic to on your website? I'm going to be using my website farmhousegoals.com today for an example. So if we come over here to farmhousegoals.com, what I need to understand is, what pages on my website do I want to send traffic to? Let's just say, for example, to make this a little bit easier, I just want to send traffic to these 8 different pages on my website. So we have ladders, like blanket ladders, living room furniture, furniture sets, nightstands, office chairs, desks, sofas, TV stands. So if I'm targeting something like farmhouse nightstands, for example, I'm going to be sending traffic to this landing page here that has farmhouse nightstands for sale. So what you want to do to get started is come over here to your first ad group. We're going to name it exactly what we're targeting: farmhouse nightstands. This is really important as you're doing keyword research for Google Ads, is grouping your keywords together by themes. Instead of creating an ad group like farmhouse furniture and putting 100 different keywords in there, such as desks, nightstands, sofas, living room sets, you want to separate all of those into their own ad groups. So when we come down here to start doing keyword research, it's actually become very easy to do this directly through Google Ads. So you can enter a URL here to scan for keywords, or you could just enter your main keywords right here as well. So if I know I'm targeting farmhouse nightstands, I could just enter my keyword here. We'll click on enter and we'll get keyword suggestions. So they're going to give us a bunch of different keywords that we can target. And the main thing here is you want to keep your keywords as focused as possible. So in this case, I'm only targeting more of a broad farmhouse nightstands keyword. So some of these different keywords here, like white farmhouse nightstand set of 2, the best thing that I can do is create separate pages for those types of keywords and just really focus on people who are actively searching for farmhouse nightstands in general and not something as specific. So what I can do here is take keywords like farmhouse nightstands, bedside table. We'll get rid of this keyword here. It looks like a specific brand. Now this is where you start to, should we target a keyword like white farmhouse nightstands? You can target these keywords and they may very well drive conversions for you, but if we come over here just to my page, just scroll down one more row and we're looking at some of these different products here. Some are white, some are brown, some are light brown. So the best thing for me to do is, rather than sending people to a page that's not completely relevant to what they're searching for, just focus on these main keywords that we have up here. So the other thing I want to go through is, if you're targeting a keyword like farmhouse nightstands here, you really don't need to target something like farmhouse night space stand, because it's going to be the same exact keyword as farmhouse nightstands. You don't need to worry about misspellings. You don't need to worry about plurals. Just focus on your main keywords here: farmhouse nightstands, bedside table. And then if you're seeing things like different colors, or you're seeing things like different styles, get rid of some of these different keywords here because they might not be exactly what people are looking for. Just focus on the main thing that we're trying to target. Now, farmhouse nightstand with drawers, most of the products on my page has drawers, so let's keep that keyword. Rustic farmhouse nightstands we can keep. Okay, and fast forwarding a little bit, I've come up with these different keywords that we're targeting. Now, before we target keywords, you need to understand keyword match types. So to do that, I'm going to open up my existing campaign and show you how different keyword match types perform. First being exact match keywords, the next one is going to be phrase match keywords, and the third one will be broad match keywords. Now they are pretty much what they sound like. Broad match are going to give you the most broad search terms are going to match the keywords that you're targeting. Phrase match are going to be much more relevant to the actual phrase that you are targeting. And exact match keywords are going to be very closely or almost exact to the keywords that you're targeting. So if we start here with exact match, which are going to be the most targeted keywords, you can see this is what an exact match keywords look like. You have brackets around the actual keyword that you're targeting. And what we can do here is we can select this keyword and click on search terms. And we're going to see the actual search terms that have triggered our advertisement. So see, obviously farmhouse curtains has driven the majority of the impressions. And most of the other keywords down here are very, very relevant. So I would personally go with either phrase match or exact match keywords. So if we come back and we go over to our phrase match keywords, let's come back one more time. Let's look at our phrase match keywords. We'll select the same exact keyword, but it's a phrase match this time. We'll select it, click on search terms. Phrase match is favorite keyword match type because it's going to find really relevant search terms, and then you're also going to have some very close synonyms like country style curtains, vintage farmhouse curtains for the kitchen, modern farmhouse curtains. So you're seeing all sorts of different keywords here that are very relevant to farmhouse curtains in general, and they're search terms that if people type in, I do think that they're going to be likely to convert. Now let's come back again one more time, and we're going to go to the broad match keywords. And looking at broad match here, personally, I don't like using broad match keywords. I think they give advertisers much less control. Google consistently tries to put you into broad match keywords, and one of the things they're going to give you as an optimization is to use broad match keywords. If you don't have an unlimited budget, I personally would not use broad match keywords. So if you're obviously saying, okay, I want to spend $5,000 a month, make sure that your keywords are going to be as relevant as possible. Because if we come down here and we start scrolling down, Drape's Pottery Barn, that doesn't necessarily mean someone's looking for farmhouse curtains. Tie curtains in middle. I'm not even sure what that search term means. Some of these different search terms here that people are going to be clicking on and spending your budget are not going to convert. So personally, as we come back over here and we're starting to target keywords and doing our keyword research, we need to understand keyword match types. And what you want to do is put quotes around your keywords to use phrase match keywords. If you would prefer to use exact match keywords, you could just put brackets around your keywords like this. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we have quotes around all of these different keywords that we're targeting here. So we have our farmhouse nightstands ad group. We're going to be sending traffic to our farmhouse nightstands page, and you can see the different keywords we have here are all phrase match keywords, and they're very relevant to the products that we have listed for sale. Now, if you do launch your campaign and you're using broad match keywords, just keep in mind when you're going through your campaign, you can always change your match types. You can see here they're recommending broad match because we're using smart bidding. Personally, I would still rather use phrase match, and I see better results with phrase match keywords. So we have our keywords here. We can scroll down. They're saying upgrade your keywords to broad match. Broad match are not upgraded keywords. If we scroll down, you're going to see final URL. This is where you want to make sure you're sending traffic to your farmhouse nightstands page. Now, what you want to do is go through the process of creating very relevant ads specific to whatever your group of keywords is about. In this case, I would go through and create all sorts of advertisements about farmhouse style nightstands, rustic farmhouse bedside tables. Use all of these different keywords that you're targeting and then come up with some other unique types of phrases that are going to get people to go to your website, hopefully purchase from you. So truthfully, I believe one of the most important things when you are actually doing your keyword research is understanding Google Ads keyword match types, because without that, it's really hard to understand what types of search terms are going to trigger your advertisements. So this is what I would do, and I would create an ad group for farmhouse nightstands just like this, and then use all of these other categories that are on my website, blanket ladders, living room furniture, and do the same exact thing. As you're creating the ad group, just enter the search term right here, update your keyword suggestions, and then target your keywords. I would recommend phrase match keywords if you're looking for better results. Now, let's just say, for example, Sewing Machines Plus calls me and says, we're going to create a Google Ads campaign. We don't know what keywords to target. So you can take a random website and say, okay, let's figure out what keywords to target for Sewing Machines Plus. The easiest thing to do is go through their different category pages. For example, we open the products, let's go to machines, and let's just do sewing machines. So what I would do is I would have an ad group for sewing machines. So we have sewing machines here. This is every single sewing machine they have for sale. I would target this keyword as an exact match keyword. People who are searching for sewing machines, I would target it as an exact match keyword. And then what you would want to do, look at all of these different brands they have here. So somebody who's looking for Brother Sewing Machines, we'll click on Brother Sewing Machines. This Brother Sewing Machines page is going to be a completely separate ad group targeting phrase match keywords using Brother Sewing Machines. And then what you can do is, as you're building that ad group through your search campaign, do the same thing we did earlier. So let's get rid of these keywords here, enter our products and services. So we'll say Brother Sewing Machines. We'll get keyword suggestions. And you're going to see here, they're going to give us a bunch of relevant keywords for brother sewing machines, including a bunch of model numbers. So if you have those model numbers, you can use those as well, even if those model numbers are just on a page like this brother sewing machine page that we have here. Then just send people to this page and people are going to be likely to find that machine, and they're going to be looking for other machines as well. So this is how I would do a very basic Google Ads keyword research, is understanding what pages you want to send traffic to, and then using those pages, either copying and pasting the URL and entering them here to scan for keywords, or just searching for keywords right here and using the built-in keyword suggestion tool through Google Ads. Now, you may have a completely brand new website that you've just built. There's a bunch of pages. You're not sure where to get started. This is where the Google Keyword Planner comes in handy. Go to Tools and Settings from your Google Ads account, go to Planning, and go to the Keyword Planner, which is going to open just like this. So this is the Google Keyword Planner. I recently did a full tutorial about the Google Keyword Planner, but right now I'll give you a quick way to do Google Ads keyword research with the Keyword Planner. And the helpful thing with the Keyword Planner is you are going to get search volume. You are going to see how much advertisers are bidding for certain keywords. So that could also be very helpful as you're coming up with what keywords to focus on for your business. So let's discover new keywords. You can either start with keywords or start with a website. You can enter up to 10 keywords at a time, or if you start with a website, you can enter the entire website. So I can enter farmhousegoals.com, use the entire website, or I can say, let's use my farmhouse nightstands landing page here. Let's come back over to the Keyword Planner, enter that page, and use only that page. So personally, I like using keywords. So when I'm using keywords, what I'll do is just say, let's use the main keywords that I'm targeting for my business. So I'm going to enter my 10 main keywords now. Okay, I entered the limit of 10 keywords to get ideas. So what we're going to do here is you can enter your website to filter unrelated keywords. I'm not going to be doing that right now. So we just have our 10 keywords here. We're going to click on Get Results. So just by entering those 10 keywords, the Google Keyword Planner has given me over 12,000 keyword ideas. So they're going to give you more than enough keyword ideas using this simple tool. And you're going to see here, the main keywords that we entered here are all listed. And then as we come down, you're going to see even more relevant keyword ideas. Tables, dining tables, coffee tables. All of these keywords represent a completely unique ad group. And to keep it really simple, if you are doing keyword research, what you can do as you get started creating your campaign to make things a little bit easier is, instead of targeting 20 different keywords in an ad group, you could basically say, okay, I'm going to create an ad group for farmhouse coffee tables. I'm going to be sending it to my coffee tables landing page where I have all of my different coffee tables for sale. Let's rename our ad group here. All of our different coffee tables for sale. And all we need to do is come in here, enter our keywords, and just enter the phrase match keyword, farmhouse coffee tables. And this keyword will match so many different search terms that you really don't need to worry about looking up every single unique way people are searching for farmhouse coffee tables. You can continue to do this over and over and over again, coming back to the Keyword Planner for all of these different keywords here where you have a relevant landing page. So if I say, okay, I have a page on my website, we'll scroll down randomly. Page on my website for white farmhouse sinks, which I do. I have a page on my website for farmhouse floor lamps. Create a farmhouse floor lamp ad group, target the farmhouse floor lamp phrase match keyword, create advertisements that are completely geared towards farmhouse floor lamps, and send people to my farmhouse floor lamp landing page. That is the ultimate goal of Google Ads, is to understand, okay, I have these products on my website on this specific page, so I'm going to create an ad group and target this keyword. Now, a couple of other things you can do with the Keyword Planner is you can go through here and say, okay, I have a page on my website for white farmhouse sinks, for floor lamps, for farmhouse signs, and I have a page on my website for farmhouse end tables, for Christmas trees, for console tables, for dressers. So let's just say I keep going through here. I select every single keyword where I have a relevant landing page where I can send traffic to. So I want to target this keyword within my campaign. So we have these different keywords selected. We can add keywords to create a new plan. So if we add keywords to create a new plan, what you're going to see is it's going to add those keywords. We can come over here to our keyword plan. It's going to show our saved keywords. And if we scroll down here, you can see these are our different saved keywords that we have. So what you can do is you can download these ideas into a CSV file or Google Sheets. You can add additional keywords. If you want to create a new plan, what you can do is just come here and remove this plan. We can also come over here to our forecast. Let's just say we want to forecast our saved keywords. Click on Done. And you can see what you can expect from a campaign using a specific bid strategy. So we can adjust our bid strategy here using specific match types. In this case, let's just say we want to use phrase match keywords, and it's going to forecast our saved keywords. You're going to see United States, all languages, Google, March 1st to 31st. So it's going to forecast the following month. Let's say I want to spend an average of $50 a day on these different keywords. Obviously, you want to add all of your keywords here and not just 7 keywords, but the $50 average daily budget, they're going to show us how many conversions we can expect for what price we can expect. If we scroll down here, you can see it's going to show our total cost, what our expected click-through rate would be, impressions, clicks, cost per acquisition, conversions, cost per click. So you can kind of get an idea of, okay, this is what we can expect using the maximize conversions bidding strategy. Now, using only 7 keywords, obviously you probably don't want to spend $50 a day on 7 keywords unless they're very, very popular keywords. But I just want to show you some different things you can do with the keyword planner. Now, the other thing you're going to see over here are negative keywords. So keep in mind, as you're doing Google Ads keyword research, you could also use negative keywords as well, which if you are using the broad match keyword type, click on your broad match keyword, click on search terms, and you can find all sorts of different negative keywords that you can add here. Let's just say, for example, I don't want to target this keyword right here. I can select it, add it as a negative keyword, add it to either the ad group level, the campaign level, or my negative keyword list. So let's just say I add it to the campaign level and we do the phrase match keyword. So that means if somebody searches this keyword or some variation where this phrase exists in the keyword, it's not going to trigger our advertisements. So there's a bunch of different negative keywords you can add where you know those keywords are not going to lead to conversion. If somebody's looking for, let's just say, flea market or free curtains or something like that, they may not have any interest in going to my website and purchasing from me. They may be looking for different types of products. For certain types of niches, you need to add negative keywords because there's going to be keywords that drag down your campaign. So as you're going through the process of doing keyword research, you should also keep in mind negative keywords can also help with making sure that your ads are being triggered for the right search terms. For example, if we come over back to our sewing machines example, and let's just say somebody is searching for a specific Brother sewing machine, they enter this model number and somebody types in this model number and manual. They're not looking to purchase this actual machine. They may already have the machine. They're just looking for the manual because they may have thrown out their manual and they're looking about how to do something. You don't want to be targeting that keyword because you want people who don't have the machine yet. So that's where negative keywords can come in handy. Now, coming back over to my campaign and click on back a few times, you can see how I've structured my campaign where we have farmhouse curtains, valances, quilts, bedding, bathroom decor. Some of these are paused here, but bathroom accessory sets, comforters. If we click on any of these ad groups, you can see all of these different keywords that I'm targeting are very relevant. My advertisements for these specific ad groups are completely geared towards farmhouse comforter sets, and my landing pages are about all farmhouse comforters for sale. So that's how you want to structure your campaign. And the way you want to do keyword research is just understanding that all of these different pages on your website. So if I come over here to shop, all of these different pages that I have on my website, I need to make sure that I have separate ad groups for them, and then I'm just targeting them as phrase match keywords. So where Google Ads keyword research becomes a little bit more complicated is with certain types of websites. Let's use an example like QuickBooks.com. So with certain types of websites like QuickBooks, it's not always going to be as easy to see, okay, these are the exact keywords I need to target. These are the pages where I'm sending traffic to. If I come to products and features, you'll see accounting. I can't just target the keyword accounting because people are searching for all different types of accounting, whether it's somebody looking for an accounting class, maybe somebody's looking for what is accounting. I want people who are actively searching for accounting software. So what you need to do is make sure that you're targeting the right keywords, and this is where the Google Keyword Planner could also be very helpful. Select this URL here. We're going to copy this URL, come back over to the Keyword Planner, and we'll click on X real quick. We're going to discover new keywords again. We're going to start with a website. We're going to enter our website here and use the entire website and click on Get Results. Now what you're going to see here is they've given me about 2,500 total keywords. We scroll down. They're giving us keywords by relevance. Let's look by average monthly searches. And I want to go through some of these different columns here as well now. So taxes, turbo, QuickBooks. So some of these are not what we're trying to target, but QuickBooks for self-employed. Perfect keyword to target, and what we can do is make sure we're sending traffic to a self-employed geared landing page and show people here's the best plan for someone who is self-employed that wants to use QuickBooks for their business. QuickBooks for payroll, QuickBooks Online Accountant. So again, online price. People who are price shopping, you may not want to target with your advertisements, especially if we come over here and we're looking at the average cost per click for some of these different keywords. So if we look at the top of page bid, the high range, how much advertisers are bidding for some of these keywords, up to $345, $286. This is for a single click to their website. So if we come over here, you're going to see QB Inventory Management, TurboTax Career, TurboTax Hiring, QuickBooks Inventory Module, Enterprise Software. So a lot of these keywords are going to be keywords that are going to be much more valuable. Now, some of these are much higher than you're actually going to pay per click. So if you look at how much advertisers are bidding on the low range, you generally get a little bit better results. And then you're going to see here, some of these different keywords are 10 average monthly searches. Let's add a filter. Let's say average monthly searches greater than or equal to 50. So we'll say we have at least 50 average monthly searches. So you're going to see these are the keywords where advertisers are bidding some of the highest on some of these different keywords based on the data we have in the Google Keyword Planner. And we can come up with, okay, scroll down here. Let's say QuickBooks Payroll Services, QuickBooks Payroll Options. We may want to target a keyword, for example, like QuickBooks Payroll. So let's come over here to QuickBooks. Let's see products and features, payroll. So this is probably going to be our landing page, although QuickBooks probably has their own landing page here, but payroll services that go beyond the paycheck. So people who are actively searching for this is how you can find some of the different keywords using the Keyword Planner and using a URL. You can also use a specific page. So one of the things I did is I went to accounting software for small business. You can search your own keywords, look at some of these different landing pages from your competitors. I opened up the QuickBooks landing page here. So this is their landing page for accounting software for small business. Obviously, it's all geared towards their accounting software, some of the different plans they have. Let's take this page. We're going to copy this URL. Start with a website, use only this page, and let's enter that landing page here. You can do this for your competitor URLs. Now, the other thing you can do is if we come back over here to payroll, you can just take, let's say you have a software that offers payroll. You can come into QuickBooks, their payroll landing page, do the same exact thing here, copy this landing page, and what we're going to be doing is we're looking for the most relevant keywords to this landing page right here. So we're going to paste it, use only this page, click on Get Results, and that will give us some of the most relevant keywords to a page specifically about payroll. It's giving us 273. I still have my filter of over 50 average monthly searches here. We can get rid of that, and that would give us 635 keyword ideas. Let's look at the most relevant keywords, and you can see QuickBooks Payroll, Intuit Payroll Login, but we can also add a filter and say, let's say keyword text does not contain QuickBooks. Click on Apply. And you're going to find some more keywords here: online payroll, small business payroll, QBO payroll. So that's probably QuickBooks Payroll, but payroll services for small businesses. So by searching for some of these different pages and using filters, you can find all sorts of keyword ideas and then add them to your plan, or you can just manually, as you're creating your campaigns, you can do the same exact thing here. You can enter that URL here, you can enter payroll services here, and you're going to find all sorts of keywords that you can target. Now, the last thing I want to go through is one more thing in the Keyword Planner. We're going to click on X, come all the way back to the beginning. Let's just say start with keywords. I want to target farmhouse furniture keywords. So we're just going to focus on farmhouse furniture. We're going to click on Get Results. Instead of going through each individual keyword here, you can also click on Grouped View. Grouped View is basically going to give you ad group ideas. So if we come down, you're going to see bookshelf, farmhouse bookshelf. Now, you may have something like farmhouse furniture near me. This may not be relevant for specifically my website. It's not relevant for, so it's not something I target. But what I could do is I can say, okay, here's my first ad group. Here's my second ad group, farmhouse sofa tables. I have these on my website. Farmhouse bookcase, similar to bookshelf, may just put those in the same ad group. Modern farmhouse bar stools, rustic round dining table, rustic round kitchen table. Take all of these different ad groups here. Two things you can do with these different ad groups. Number one, create all of your different ad groups for your campaign the same way that I did here, having your keywords already grouped together, targeting those phrase match keywords, creating relevant ads using relevant landing pages. The other thing you can do, and something I do often, is use these grouped ideas to say, okay, I need to make sure I have a page on my website for modern farmhouse bar stools. I need to make sure I have a page on my website for metal farmhouse chairs, for rustic round dining tables, for farmhouse china cabinets, for farmhouse style coffee tables, farmhouse square coffee tables, farmhouse entryway tables. So sometimes these grouped ideas can give you all sorts of different ideas for pages on your websites to create. If we look here, you can see there is an endless amount, 283 different ad group ideas. So what I can do is say, okay, I want to make sure I have all of these relevant pages on my website. Then when I'm creating my search campaign, I create the most relevant ad groups that are sending traffic to these really popular things that people are searching for, and I can drive results for my business. So this is how I personally do Google Ads keyword research. You need to understand what you're promoting first and foremost, whether it's sewing machines, whether it's payroll services, whether it's farmhouse decor. What are you promoting? Use those keywords, understand what landing pages you're sending traffic to, and use the most relevant keywords that Google Ads gives you directly through their built-in keyword tool, and Google Ads gives you through the Google Keyword Planner. So hopefully this is a very useful video. I wanted to touch on negative keywords and keyword match types, and the importance of grouping your keywords together and keeping everything organized, because it's really easy to find keywords. And truthfully, you could target one keyword like this, and it's going to match all sorts of relevant search terms. So personally, I spend much more time creating really relevant ad groups than I do actually searching for, coming over here, let's just say I do farmhouse coffee tables, than I do trying to find every single relevant keyword that I'm trying to target. So if I enter farmhouse coffee tables here, you'll see lift top, rustic farmhouse end tables. So that's not, combine those two, that's all right. So farmhouse coffee and end tables, oversized farmhouse coffee tables. You can target all those keywords, but again, if you just target that one phrase match keyword, you can see all these keywords they give us here. Really easy to do farmhouse or Google Ads keyword research actually now with the built-in keyword tool. Target the one keyword. This will match plenty of different search terms. The same way I showed you earlier, if we come into our farmhouse curtains phrase match, we click here, our search terms, see how many search terms we've had. Look at all these different search terms from one phrase match keyword. So don't go crazy trying to find every single possible keyword. Just try to group your keywords together properly, and that's really all you need to do to run a successful Google Ads campaign. Also conversion tracking, relevant ads, good landing pages, but most importantly, organized campaigns. So if you have any questions about Google Ads keyword research, I know I went in depth on this video, but I really wanted to give you everything you would need to find your keywords. So thank you for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.